welcome back again. Obviously, we're already working on this new wall. I kind of skipped around with the last wall, so I'm sorry if you were looking for those, but we'll get them done with. So we're going to do TriStar Hidden Treasures intro over. We'll show the box once we get it off there. So let's see what kind of fancy packaging they put on here. Took nearly 100, and now it's back. 5 licensed baseball cards per pack, 28 packs per box. Good old, your trusted source, guys. It says it on the box. It must be true. So odds of finding class of 36 diamond ticket 1 in a lot. Autograph regular redemptions. We don't want a redemption. Autograph quarter special insert 1 out of 500. Star rookies 1 out of 200. Star player 1 out of 1. Other 4 out of 1. This would not be the box to get a redemption. Well, I guess if these guys still make product, don't they still have these boxes out? Oh my god, that's a lot of packs. At least they're not taped packs. I know we got the Vintage Mystery Baseball. I did the other sports. Baseball, I'm just hit or miss with all the info. So I always like it when you guys have the good info stories. And I'll miss cards. It is the way it is. I don't know every sport every year. It's just not feasible. Well, for me anyways, I guess everybody has their times in and out. Quisenberry. Edgar Diaz, Bobby Mercer, and Royals leader. Must be Brett on there. So, what can we hit out of this? I mean, I've seen these products. We got a Brett Boone bent in half. I mean, that was nice of him. Unless it's a stand-up card I'm not aware of. So, Krim Samuel, Prince, and Carlton Fisk. Well, let's just hope we're not that bad. You know, it's kind of funny. Some of these other ones have bad wrapping. Card's in okay condition. This one has great wrapping. And we have a card practically bent in half. Bill Kruger. And I know all of you watching are just as pessimistic, so don't act like you're not. Ozzie Smith. We got an Ozzie. We'll throw him up here. It's kind of an old faded Ozzie, but we all are hoping just to see some type of a hit in here. Well, that's a lot newer of a card than I was expecting. Roger Clemens. Are they going to act like that's a big one? Brown. Meyer, Bobby Brown, Randy Myers. Well, didn't it say like All-Stars, one out of every one? I mean, that's kind of loose with depending on what they're putting in here. So, Sano. Oh, our favorite color cards. White. There we go. Paul O'Neill. Well, it's a signature edition without the signature. So that must be the All-Star that they put in that one. I mean, the other ones, I guess, it's always hard when it's old Donruss. Andy Van Slyke. Huh. Alan Wiggins. Brain. Al. And Hatcher. Oh, am I running out of sleeves over here? I'm not going to top load them all at this point. Jeez, it's a hard sleeve to grab apparently. But we'll get a variety up here. We'll get a variety. Brett Boone. Bruce Mitchell. Brooks. Hey, there's a Nolan Ryan. Let's see. Again, I'm just throwing some of these up here. We've seen a lot of the Nolan Ryans. I think we all are familiar with that set. Fernando, his pitching style, staring up into the skies above. Ricky Henderson. Herbert Perry, top prospect. Interesting one. Let's go Ricky Henderson. I'll just throw those over there. Andre Dawson. Cross. Lynn. Daryl Porter. Leaders. Greg Nettles. Well, they've definitely decided to throw some of that set in here. Larry Walker. Oh, we see a Cal Ripken Jr. in there. Cal Ripken. Mark Williams. Simon. The good old All-Star rookie. And Brian Hunter. Well, what are we thinking so far? We got a Fred. Diaz. Frank. Rolly Fingers. Gossage. 1984. We've seen a little bit of 84. Seen a little bit of 84. These random newer cards in there. Tim Walker. Steve Garvey. We're waiting for something exciting. Why aren't we pulling that one? It's worth over $100,000. It's got to be in the pack, right? Rod Carew. I'm liking that one. I mean, obviously, a little bit. It's that 1984. Got a Greg Nettles. At least we're getting some older ones. Clink. Randy Bush, Pat Borders. I kind of like this one. Being he was a... Well, he's probably one of the top, anyways. There's more of that one. Dwight Gooden, who didn't have this card? I remember that one. So Bowman, Mark. Not even going to attempt it right now. Manny Ramirez. I mean, so we're getting some like all-star guys and players, but that is Samuel. Put the full name on there. Sosa and headliners Jack Morris. Yeah, that's the old headliners. 88 headliners. Well, we got to be over halfway through. Tim Salmon. Greg Olson. And I know we've opened some of these that haven't been great, but I have not seen this, like, essentially retail / hobby box. Nolan Ryan, Matillen, Kevin Bass. But that's what we do, right? Find the stuff that we haven't seen. Wade Boggs. Martinez, 84. Is 84 kind of the year they're throwing in here? Come on. I think that's what we've had the most of anyways. Pete Rose. Well, Russ Nixon. Your set would not be complete without the managers. Robin. I mean, technically they are throwing an all-star in every one. It just happens to be it's in like the Donruss and in the junk era cards. Eddie Murray. That's not too bad either. Rain Spillner, that card was in bad condition. I will tell you, this will probably be the last Hidden Treasure TriStar that I'll be opening. Again, it was one unique one I had saw. There's a bonus card in this one. We got an extra card. They threw us 6. How generous of them. Turn back the clock. Well, that card actually is in some of the... Oh, no. There's another ding on that corner. Oh. All right, we'll give you a place back there. Pete Rose again. Bobby. Mel Hall and Steve Anderson. 2 packs to go. I just think this is kind of what we expected. Ty Cobb. Sneak that one in there towards the end, just to intrigue our interest. Obviously, it's not a vintage one, but... Last pack. What do we got here? Where? Williams, Scott. And there it is. We were expecting to pull our $100,000 card. It did not happen. I'll review a bunch of these. We're going to keep the Rod Carew. I already know. I'm going to keep these 2. The Andy and Carew. Those are going to be the ones that I'll hang on to. And then we got just a bunch of cool cards. I mean, nothing crazy. This was kind of like that random newer one. You know, Rose, Nolan Ryan, Morris, Sosa. Just your kind of like what we all probably collected and had as we were growing up. So there it is. There is your world's greatest card chase, and it will be our last greatest card chase. So we've had enough of this. So we got to get into some of this football stuff too. So we'll be getting into that here next.